Oh no. Oh yes, the subs keep pouring in. So we do the tier list now then? I had other plans. Do it now? I guess we're doing it now. This is what happens, you know, when people are generous to you, you lose all sense of free will and control over your life. That's how streaming works. All right, everybody, tier list time. Abigail, I'm gonna start with A. He might go down. All the nerfs just make Abigail a little bit less of a nightmare for certain characters. You can still get in. He can still play a strong neutral game, keeping opponents out with those long limbs. V-Trigger 2 is the sauce now. That's what makes him work. V-Skill 2, there's still the surprise factor. I think it opens him up to getting mauled a lot more, but I think Abigail, despite all the nerfs, still does what he needs to do. Alex, C or D. I'm not sure if I'm even going to have a D tier. Alex is just okay. His pokes are okay. His command grab is okay. The only thing he excels at, I mean, Lariat is S tier. That move is S tier. But he just doesn't have enough to be well-rounded. So I'll start with C, actually. Blanca, I don't know. This is one where it's probably down to matchups. I'm going to go with B tier. I don't know enough about Blanca's matchup spread. I think his V-Trigger 2 is S tier. I think he's very strong overall. You have to worry about this character. I don't know if he's A. I think Abigail's better than Blanca, but I'll do that. Vega, I'll put Vega at B tier also. Vega has good pokes. Really fast walk speed, which kind of compensates for the lack of strong anti-airs. V-Skill 2 is a great addition to his game plan. So it's like V-Reversal. V-Reversal allows you to punish certain strings, but V-Skill lets you do that without spending a V-meter. So I think he's been slightly on the come up. I mean, he has Oki on his EX command grab, good jump-ins. I think he's better than what people think. Birdie, I'll put in B tier also. I don't know the story with Birdie. I know they made a lot more of his moves with punishable and some of his EX, like EX bull head, more negative on block. He's a solid tanky character. Oh, the nerf for the anti-air is pretty big. I mean, I don't feel that when I play Rogs. I don't have a cross-up, but his cross-up anti-air got nerfed a lot harder than everyone else, and I think that probably hurts his game plan a lot more. So I think they slowly kind of tacked on nerfs to Birdie. I'll put him at B tier. Balrog, A tier? This is why I'm not already liking this ranking. Balrog is better than these characters. Maybe I got to move all these guys down. Rog is not better than Birdie. Birdie can be here. I have been sipping the Kool-Aid a little bit with Birdie. People have been lamenting the death of Birdie for a long time. Balrog, I think, is super solid this season. His matchup spread could be a little bit better, but he fights with a lot of the top tier well. His V-Skill 2, V-Trigger 2 shenanigans are very scary. I think he's going to be a good tournament character for that reason. Overall, I think he's solid. Solid character. Cody, I feel like is super underrepresented right now. Cody's been putting in mad work. I think Cody's V-Trigger 2 is nuts. His V-Skill 2 allows him to nullify V-Reversal. It allows him to have an option around autopilot strings. It gives him more damage from every touch, almost. I think Cody is definitely better than people give him credit for this season. Cammy, A tier. Cammy's still super solid in my opinion. She's just kind of boring. I still think she's extremely solid. Same deal with Abigail. Been nerfed, but that core game plan is still extremely strong. Just a little bit less pressure from the EX dive kicks. There's more situations where you can mash out of her throw, so it's not as abusive. She's still very good. Very good. Chumlee, I'm going to put also an A tier. Her footsies have always been ridiculous, but they gave her a hard knockdown from a hit confirmable low forward, which really just, in my opinion, shoots her up on the tier list. On top of the basic core game plan, press your spammable fierce punch, fish for low forward to get a knockdown. She has gimmicks when she gets in with instant overheads, decent throw pressure, fireball strings that gets a lot of characters to reset her pressure and go back to neutral, which she dominates. She's like Karen, but with more tricks. Karen hits harder from every hit, but she's similar game plan to me. Karen with tricks. Sim I'll put in C tier. I don't want to downplay these characters. These characters are good. Dalsum just gets mauled. I mean, his control and offense are the most annoying parts of the character. Like the offense from the drills, it's so crazy good. But I think most people know the matchup now and know how to like walk into the drills to make them more negative or jab them out when they go to reset their pressure with the drill. His offense is very strong and he's in control for a lot of time, but he doesn't hit very hard. So I think he's just strong, but he's not going to win any tournaments alone. Ed. I don't know enough about what's going on with Ed. He's better than Alex in my opinion. He has a reversal. He has solid safe pressure with the hands to get a decent amount of chip. Solid anti-airs. His V-triggers are okay. They're not great, but I think he's better than Alex. He's boring. Fong is definitely better than Alex as well. I have no idea what's going on with his matchup spread. I think his pressure is super solid. His anti-airs are good. Very ambiguous mix once he gets you knocked down. Strong throw pressure. And just awkward to deal with matchup. But he just doesn't hit hard enough, so you can rob him. Falk, I'm going to put here as well. Some characters invalidate her, like when I play Rog against Falk, she doesn't exist. When I play her with G, I realize that, oh, this character actually has some screen control. Easy, good anti-airs. Some semblance of pressure with like her towards heavy kick, up close throw, shimmy mix-ups. She's just boring. I can't tell you what her matchup spread is. This would be my best guess is C. G, I'll put him in S tier. This character is redonkulous. If I had to think about matchup spread, I don't know all the matchups with G. I can only think of a few that I know are kind of bad. He's just a 5/5 monster. He also wins a lot of matchups, but if it's a bad matchup, he can still potentially win. EX dash low activate, he can still win. Just guess. Guessed right twice, or 2.5 times really. So I'm gonna put him in S tier. Akuma, easily like top 3 for me. I don't care how many times you nerf him. Akuma will not die, because he's been cut 1,000 times, but he's still top 3. So many tools. EX Demon Flip is still ridiculous to get in out of nowhere. The standing medium kick, crouching medium kick, great range, great pokes, great confirms, huge damage. Crouching Fierce is one of the best crush counters in the game. Plus on block, covers huge range, active for days. DPs, V-Trigger 1 is redonkulous. Back heavy punch, he always like anti-airs everything into big combo damage. Like, you don't even have to DP with him, just do back heavy punch. He's just so good. I mean, you can go on for days. I think he's still easily top 3. Guile, I'll put in A tier. Guile is still extremely strong and has some great matchups, but other characters, you know, he's a projectile character like Rog eats up Guile. He could potentially be S tier. I'm, you know, like I said, I'm ignorant of everyone else's matchups. I still think he's very good. Ibuki, A tier? I still think Ibuki is extremely good. I mean, the nerf to the low forward activate, like activate into V-Trigger on block being negative is pretty big compared to what it was last year, but the V-Trigger is still ridiculous. You just hit confirm it from a very hit confirmable low forward into it, or you just do EX Kunai behind it and it's plus anyways. It's still 2-bar V-Trigger. Her V-skill was nerfed to be more whiff punishable and punishable on block, but controls are just so strong that even though those nerfs are significant, they're still that strong. Like, she could easily be S tier. I might put her there. Jury, C tier? Yeah, basically I have B tier, and then I have everyone who's better than Alex. I'll put Jury here. She's better than Alex. I don't know. She's not as good as these guys. Ken. Still think Ken is better than everyone talks about. That throw pressure is ridiculous. Ken is better than Ed. He's better than Fong. There has to be another tier. I have to have another tier. A plus A, A minus, B plus B, B minus, C plus C, C minus. Definitely too much. I'm going to stick with this, and then I'm going to condense. Kage, definitely stronger this season. V-Skill 2 seems pretty good. I think people are starting to figure out this character more. I'm not sure what the other buffs are, but I definitely feel like he hits like a tank. You can't even see them all on one screen. All right. We'll do A and A minus. The biggest strength of Kage is his throw pressure. His post-throw situation, he is point blank, just a tiny step up for another throw, and then he can reset his pressure with his axe kicks. It's very hard to tell if you want to interrupt, so he's a really good turn-stealing character. Colleen. Is Colleen better than Guile and Abigail? Probably. I'm going to put her in A+. She can have some problematic matchups with, like, G, probably Akuma. Fireballs do give her some trouble. But V-Trigger 2 is still 2 bars. She's A+, man. Karen. Is Karen A+ or A-? I think Karen is A+. Her control and neutral, her damage output, her stun. I can't believe her stun was nerfed. It still feels so oppressive. She just hits so hard. Am I wrong to think this most dangerous crouching medium kick in the game? You're still frozen solid if she's near you. Of all the characters that I've ranked so far, Karen is the one where if she hits you mid-screen, you have nothing to do but to lose more health. Like, you just have to take the throw. I think she's still A+, even with the stun nerfs. Laura, not B-, B+? I think Laura is solid. I mean, she's ridiculous. We all know that. However, no reversal, but she has so many tools. Her hit confirmable low forward is an insane addition to this type of a character. Like, giving her a solid confirm to get in. Random elbow and neutral is ridiculous because it can be spaced so well, you can't challenge after because your jabs will whiff. And if it randomly counter hits, she gets a knockdown, and it's time to get the party started. There's so many ways for her to get in. And I'll put her in A-. She's one of the most improved this season. Minot is going to live somewhere around here. I think the nerfs added up for her. The lack of 2-bar V-trigger is huge. You used to just get robbed because you would survive the first V-trigger, get her down to a pixel, then she'd have another V-trigger, and you just lose. They buffed her medium punch to be less negative on block, to have something to poke with more. I used to be able to punish standing medium punch on block with EX straight. Now I can't. I'm going to keep her in B+ for now. We'll see. Nikali. I think the V-Skill 2 from Nikali is definitely strong. I have to see more about Nikali V-Skill 2, though, if it really changes things. Having plus frames on EX Stomp is big. Being able to combo into something or just safely like check with a light into an EX move that is plus on block, which you couldn't do before, that's a really big deal. I'm in between B+ and A- for Nikali. B+. Nash. I think Nash is C-. He's worse than Vega, worse than Sim. That hit and run style is not worth it. Whenever I see Nash, I just see a big moving hurt box. It's like, I don't know, I feel like I'm a bull seeing red. Whenever I see Nash, I can just feel the combos that I'm about to get. If you guys played Street Fighter 4, whenever you go to training mode, you throw in like Abel or something because they had a juicy hurt box to do fat combos on. When I see Nash, I get that same feeling. I'm like, this is going to be a juicy punching bag to beat up on. Ramika. People have been writing her off. I don't know. She's still up here. Is she better than Rog and Birdie? Yes. If I'm going to order these, she would either be at the end of this tier or right here. You know, she gets in once, you're going to get command grab loop to death. V-Trigger 1 is still ridiculous. Checkmate scenarios galore, but I mean, she doesn't have like safe low forward confirms, no great low, just a lot of ways to force the mix. Rashid, let's scroll up a little bit. I still think he's S tier. You can fight him now. I think he's been nerfed. I think the nerfs are significant. I still think he's S tier. He has like the Akuma syndrome where he just has so many tools that he can always find a way to get in. I don't think he's ever going to really come down from this position unless they remove the crush counter on Crouching Fierce. Because of Crouching Fierce, he can spam that all day, get a decent reward from a crush counter, combo you, knock you down, or you can just dash up because you're scared of the Crouching Fierce. Ryu. I'll put him in C+. I think Ryu is better than these guys. Actually, is he? Ryu's an all-around character, but Nash is just not that good. You know what? I'm gonna do this. That makes more sense to me. I'm gonna move Vega up to B-. I'm gonna move Ryu and Fong. I'm gonna move these guys here. Vega's been promoted. Sagat is way better than people will give him credit for. I don't understand why everyone's talking about Sagat like he's absolutely helpless. He has a DP. He actually has a strong fireball. High Tiger Shot is very strong. Extremely fast to come out. The hitbox sits in front of the animation of the fireball. I understand that he's a lot of work. You got to throw fireballs and DP, but man, he can hit hard when he gets the proper hit. I would put him lower than these guys, like if I had to order this, but he's not that bad. he's better than these guys. Sakura, I think she's pretty good. Invincible DPs in her V-trigger, low forward to DP, standing light kick is full screen and it's a 4-frame. Her throw pressure is extremely strong because of her walk speed. Post throw situation is extremely scary. Standing heavy kick is a very good crush counter to check you from preemptively moving in on her. Now, is she A- or B+ is my question. She could be A-. I'll throw her there for now. Urien, everyone's favorite character. He's up here somewhere. I don't know if he's S tier. And in fact, like if I'm going based on my experiences, I would put Ibuki up here. I don't feel comfortable putting Urien ahead of Ibuki. Aegis is redonkulous. V-Skill 2 is, I think, what sealed the deal for him being top tier because that made his matchup spread much better. So the characters that used to counter him would play the projectile game to keep him out. But now he does better projectiles than those characters. So I think based on matchup spread and the robbery factor, the neutral control, random EXs with every move to get in, he's S tier. M. Bison. Let's scroll back up. Where are we putting this man? A+? I still think he's A+. He's been kind of quiet this season. I still think he's ridiculously powerful. His V-Trigger 2 survived. Balrog's V-Trigger 2 is super strong now, but Bison's V-Trigger 2 gives so much utility. Give the character who's a plus frame monster a command grab that leads to so many setups and also gives him like a pseudo reversal option. Zangief. B-? C+? What's this matchup spread like? All I know is Balrog beats him now. I don't think he's B+. I cannot look at Cody and Birdie and Armika and put Zangief in that category. No way. I'm just going to put him in B-. My uneducated guess. Just make a tier for Land SPD. Zeku's also an A+ to me. He's been proving himself to be a super strong character. Young Zeku is really the star of the show to me. His throw pressure from mid-screen is ridiculous. The damage is ridiculous. The stun output is ridiculous. His walk speed and throw range and his post-throw situation all line up for him to be able to walk up, throw you so well mid-screen. And then if he walks up standing medium punches instead and you committed to doing a button to guess that he was going to walk up throw again, you get counter hit strong, fierce target combo, into mad stun. Like, the punishment for trying to interrupt that sequence is so high. And then old Zeku has lots of tricks with EX Demon Flip, cross up and stuff like that. The stun output on both of them with the right situation is just so high. I think he's clearly A+ to me. Guile is going to be a B- or a C+ to me. I think Blanc is better than Guile. We might all get proven wrong if ever COVID goes away and Nemo comes to the United States, goes to an offline tournament and blows everybody up, but I don't know, man. I feel like he's kind of like a Sagat to me. I just don't think he gets enough opportunities to do what he does. He could be B-. I'm fine with that. He's better than Ryu, but he's worse than these guys. I need to order these, I think. Edmund Honda. This character is weird to me. I hate fighting Honda. He gives my characters a hard time, I feel like. His plus frames are just so crazy. The way he chips away at you with the hands, plus frames, EX butt splash, and headbutts being safe, where you can't challenge after. It's a lot. It is a lot. Lucia, dude, who plays Lucia? Lucia is actually more forgettable than Falk. I might have to order these. I think she's better than Ryu and Fong, but I just, who uses her? I could be wrong. I kind of want to put her in question marks here, but I'm going to guess. Poison. This character is bullshit. She's so good. V-Skill 2 for Poison just changed the game entirely. Every knockdown she gets Oki from it, where she can easily throw you, easily meaty. She's anti-V-Trigger meta. If you pop V-Trigger on Poison and you don't kill her, you're going to lose. The moment she presses a button, EX Whip, EX Whip, EX Whip. Have you ever done a V reversal on Poison and then she just does V skill 2 and dodges it and kills you for it? Her post throw situation is crazy good. Her throw range is like the second highest in the game, combined with her fast walk speed. Heavy kick crush counter is so spammable. I don't know if I want to call her S tier, but she's up here somewhere. She's an A+ easily. Seth, last character on this list so far. Seth is somewhere here, at least A-. I don't know enough. I was gonna say that Seth doesn't have a great like throw out move in neutral, but she does, because EX hands can do that. It's not plus. The activation routes for Seth are not that great. I mean, the target combo ones are pretty good. I don't know. I guess every time I bring up a counterpoint, I counter my own counterpoint. I can say A+. I might have to come back here and reorganize. Too many A+ characters. We're gonna have to do one last review of this, and I think I'm gonna order in the rows. Okay, S tier. I'm happy with Akuma, Rashid, and Urian. I don't know if I like G here. You know, the thing is, I think these guys are better enough compared to G that I want to move him down here. Okay, Ibuki, Cammy. I almost want to put Ibuki up here. I kind of want to move Poison here. Cammy, it's going to be down here for me. I'll go with this for right now. A-. Who's better here? I think Guile is definitely the best character here. Abigail, Laura, Sakura. I'm fine with this. Ramika. I'm moving Armika up a tier. Birdie, Balrog, Cody, Minot, Nikali. This seems fine to me. Replace Birdie with Honda? What are you guys talking about? We'll just do that just to stir up some shit. We might just throw one wrench into this just to get Twitter pissed off. Blanca, I'm moving up. Seems good enough to me. Okay, down here. Dhalsim, Lucia, Fong, Ryu. Seems fine to me. Falk, Ed, Nash, Resident Sleeper tier, and Alex the worst character. Yeah, I think Alex is the worst character. I'll just put him here. Oh boy, we're doing it, aren't we? All right, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. There's too many in A+. They're not all equal strength. Does this list suck? Okay, I can't split hairs any further. I'm gonna stick with it. I guess this is the official dumpster tier list. Here, actually, I'll do one of these. I think we got it. Sure gets bleak at the bottom. Warning, approaching low tier character.